Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM, half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. Of course, you got the Coco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, sexiest man on all over at Wrestling Radio. Boom Boom here, shaking the room live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, join me there, way across the pond, Kawasaki, Japan, the huge one, Dave Coco.
Hey, what's going on? I think I'm allergic to the podcast. As soon as it started, I had like a runny nose. I'm like, oh, tissues are way over there. Way over there. So yeah, dude, I was so cold and wet and rainy in Tokyo today, but we're here, excited, can't wait to get started. Booms, it's been a while. First off, let's give mad props to LK. LK is back on the team, and he's been doing combat sports news. So welcome back, LK, and
Yeah,
hopefully, we'll have one good last run in us.
yeah, he just celebrated his birthday the other day, as a matter of fact. I think he's, what, like 15 now?
Yeah, well, it's been. Here's the crazy part: Koco Sports has had its ups and downs, I assure you. But thanks to LinkedIn remembering shit that I never remembered, how fucking weird is this? LK's birthday, who's now the main host on Koco Sports, and
Mhm.
Koco Sports, the company, were born on the same day. I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for LinkedIn and Facebook. It's a small world, my
Wow.
friend.
Yes,
So
it is.
happy birthday, Koco Sports. Happy birthday. Who's older? We're pretty fucking old.
Yes, yes, we are.
All right. Ups and downs. All right, Booms. I'm really excited. Do you want to get the sad news out of the way? Or do you just want to get right into the excitement and end on the kind of the sad news remembering?
Yeah,
Well, what's your call?
let me drive the bus here. We got to get with the excitement here. We got to start off on a little bit of a positive note, and that positive note right now is the card for Wrestle Kingdom 13 is now set. That's right, New Japan finally got everything laid out for their biggest card of the January 4th show at the Tokyo Dome. And without further ado, I'd like to read off the card, Coco. I'm going to kind of get your
Booms, before
reaction.
that, something very important.
All right.
I have tickets to 1-4. There you go. I
Oh,
said it.
I hate
I got it
you.
off my
I
chest.
hate you.
I've been to more 1-4s. Yeah, I've been to over 10, maybe a dozen. I think I've been to over a dozen 1-4 events, not all Wrestle
Mhm.
Kingdoms.
I really don't want to get into specifics here, but about how much cash did you drop on that in
Well,
U.S. dollars?
we got better seats, and we're part of the New Japan Club / wink wink nudge nudge. We got 4 tickets, and they were all about 150 American, so it wasn't too bad at
A
all.
piece for the bundle.
Oh, a piece.
Okay, okay, I'm just
It's
kidding.
yeah,
And
but
so
it's
what? And so, which one is mine when you fly me here from Virginia all the way to Tokyo just to see the show?
none, none. Already claimed.
Okay, already
All
claimed. Okay.
tickets claimed. Sorry. So yeah, I'm
Well,
super excited about that. But here's the thing.
mhm.
I'm gonna say something, and I want to say something that got me a lot of heat in the Super Gaijin Super New Japan Club.
Oh, really? What got
Oh,
you
it
some
got me
heat,
a
brother?
lot of heat, and I don't know if I still feel this way. So we're gonna run down the card and see if it changed. About a month or two ago, I said on paper this is the worst Wrestle Kingdom that I've ever like. When the G1 ended, and like it was kind of pretty much the main matches were already decided. Okada was gonna fucking wrestle douche nuts. I said to myself, this is the least hype I've been in a really long time for Wrestle Kingdom, and I already bought the tickets. Now, I know we live in a world where everything is awesome, and I do know that I posted breaking news on Instagram. It just said breaking news. I love New Japan. Um, I do love New Japan, but let's read the card and let's see if this changed my mind. But 2 months ago, it was the least hype I've ever been getting my Wrestle Kingdom
Yeah.
tickets.
Now since then they have added new matches, including one most recently this past week. But one significant change that will happen this year is there will not be a New Japan Rumble.
I
Now, yeah, if you're not familiar with that, it was kind of like their version of the Royal Rumble, but it was a little bit more lighthearted. I think last year, I cannot remember who won. I know he wasn't a New Japan guy, but he was athlete he had overcome cancer, so he won. So that was kind of like a happy, kind of like a feel good moment. And you get people coming back, like they got Scott Norton to come back and do a little bit and do a spot in the New Japan Rumble. You see some of the guys who didn't make the card; that was just to kind of get them on there. But that's not going to be the case this year.
So yeah, that makes me really sad because I look forward to the New Japan Rumble. A, you get to see legends. B, sometimes you see legends that are so old. I know the Wikipedia fans, the expert fans, the guys that fucking study Wikipedia but never been to a fucking event 2 years ago. Um, I like when you go to the New Japan Rumble because I mostly watch Wrestle Kingdom live in the Tokyo Dome. I love when you go and it's this old fucking guy, old crusty guy, and you just look to the right and you talk to a fan that's older, and you're just like, who the fuck is this guy? And you learn so much about the history by actually being there. You know what I mean? And just hearing stories. And plus, there's always surprises and cheeseburger. What the fuck? Are they gonna put cheeseburger on Wrestle Kingdom? I don't know. I think this is a big mistake. Good.
Well, here's what they're replacing it with. They're replacing it with a gauntlet match where the winners will receive a championship match for the never open weight 6-man tag team championship. So we're going to see a lot of trios teams. I don't know how many. It does not specify how many, but it's a gauntlet match. They're going to keep bringing out 3-man teams, so there's only one standing, and then whoever wins is going to get a shot against the BCOGs. I guess presumably at New Year's Dash for the never open weight 6-man tag team championships.
You know what? I'm bitching a lot, but that don't sound too bad because you still get all the good stuff with New Japan, the New Japan Rumble. But
I can tell you right now, I'm convinced that the third generation will have a team. I think there will be some kind of combination of, Kojima, Nagata, Nakanishi, and Tenzan. I think that'll definitely be a trios team of that. I think Liger.
Well, I'll be rooting for the Lucha Underground. That'd be cool if Lucha Underground guys showed up. But every time the New Japan Rumble, or whatever the fuck they're calling this thing is, just know I'm somewhere in the Tokyo Dome praying for Muda. I'm like, oh, come on, let it be Muda. Let it be Muda. It's usually not Muda. I don't think it's ever been Muda, but I don't know. I've been punched ahead a lot. But I'm always praying for the great Muda to come out. So, yeah. All right. It should be interesting. I'll be there live. Hopefully it's good. So,
okay.
Did they list anybody, or is it all mystery?
It's all mystery. I mean, nobody's listed here. And some people are like, well, why aren't the 6-man tag team championships being defended? Well, because every one of the champions is on the card in some other capacity, which I'm about to get into now. Okay. First, I'm going in really no specific order here, so just bear with me here. This was the most recently announced match.
Booms, before I cut you off, let's talk about how excited we are for the match from 1 to 100%. Okay. And super early predictions. We will have a prediction show, but just off-the-cuff predictions, too. All right, go ahead, Booms.
The most recently named match happened actually a couple of days ago. The new never open weight champion Kota Ibushi will defend against Will Ospreay. I would say about 90% hype on this one here. I like it on paper. I don't know which way they could go with this. I'm kind of glad they don't have Chaos versus Chaos in this one. Ibushi, one of my personal favorites to watch. Will Ospreay, another one of my personal favorites to watch. Ospreay's is hurt. He tore his muscle. It's like there's a muscle like on your ribs. Don't ask me to pronounce it. He wound up tearing that, and he said he would come back when he thought he could go. So he went back. I think he had a decent match against Taichi. Well, for about as good a match as anyone can have against Taichi.
I didn't know who was going to insult it first. I'm glad it was you.
Okay, so
Taichi.
And I could see Will Ospreay wins it. Now, I don't know if that was just him, like, legitimately hurt or him selling, but I guess maybe that's the good part because I don't know. I don't know if he's as hurt as I think he is or he's not as hurt as I think he is. That's going to add a lot more drama. I think this is all set up for Will Ospreay to win because Kota Ibushi, as far as I know, he's not signed. I don't know why they would keep a championship on somebody who's not under contract, but they've done it in such a way that, he'll be the champion for about roughly 4 weeks. And I mean, I don't think Ibushi's going to go anywhere between now and January 4th. So at least that's the way I think they're going. Or maybe Kota Ibushi has signed or indicated that he will sign a contract, and this will be his first big defense, and the rest is history.
I am 120% excited for this match. This was the first match that felt like a Wrestle Kingdom match. And Grant Booms will be the first one to tell you, I over romanticize the 1-4 event. I don't know if it's because I go live. I don't know if it's because it's my favorite thing about living in Japan. I don't know if it's because it's my favorite sport/entertainment of the year. I hold 1-4 shows to a crazy high standard. And when this match was announced, I was super excited. I think Ibushi's going to win. I think it's match of the night. And it's the first match on the card that I feel is Wrestle Kingdom worthy in my over-the-top romantic eyes. And I think Ibushi's going to win because I don't think the Never title means that much, and I think they have to build up stars.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways to go with it, but yeah, pretty good assessment there. Now, next we have a three-way match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. We have Los Ingobernables de Japan, being represented by Bushi and Shingo, taking on Roppongi 3K, that's Shoyo, and Suzuki Gun, the champions. That's El Desperado and Kanemaru. I'm about 50% hyped for this match. I don't like it because I feel like Roppongi 3K should just be straight up getting a head-to-head tag team shot. Why? Because they won the tournament and they've been looking to get their championships back. I just don't the only way I can maybe see that, I honestly really don't think I can justify this. I know they're trying to mix it up to make it a little bit more exciting, but I really don't feel like you could justify this. I really felt like Roppongi 3K should take on Suzuki Gun one-on-one, specifically because they won the tournament to get that opportunity, and to let Bushi and Shingo, with all due respect, I do like those guys. It doesn't make sense to me, and I think it's a slap in the face of the whole tournament, because why have a tournament, determine the winner, who more likely is going to get the tag team title opportunity, only to throw in another team just fuck it because.
I agree 120%. Plus, it feels like a SmackDown Raw booking, and I know you're not supposed to compare. You're not supposed to compare companies. That's what I think of you, fuckface. But I feel like that because SmackDown and Raw does the same exact storyline, and just be like, all right, well, it's the same storyline, but it's two different colors. I feel like that's the way it is in the weight division. Like, if one was a three-way and one was, 2-on-2, a regular tag match, then I wouldn't be as bitching. But it's kind of like, oh, you literally did the same thing twice. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck? So lazy. Just get rid of the fucking one of the tag team belts if you're going to be that fucking lazy. Because it's always, I don't know, as a New Japan fan, it always feels like one division is worthy and the other division's just treading water. So why not just have one tag, especially if you're going to book like this on the biggest event. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, we're too fucking lazy to give you even separate storylines. With that said, I don't know. I'm just not that excited for this match.
I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to get more and more people on the card, but to me, it just doesn't make sense.
Percentage-wise, how excited are you? I'm like 50, and I'm trying to be a positive P.
I'm hanging around about 50%, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I went to the World Tag League in Kawasaki. I said this hundreds of times. In Japan, nothing is more over than loss. They have to fucking dominate. Because here's the thing. You can't Dolph Ziggler loss. And I feel they're very close to Dolph Ziggler.
They are damn close to that if they haven't started doing that already.
Because here's the thing. In the Kawasaki Stadium, in the Tokyo, in all these fucking stadiums that I go to, It's miles and miles of loss. And I am a Chaos fan, so I'm not fucking backing, their team. Dude, that's all there is everywhere. And not only that, but in Kawasaki, they sold the most merchandise. They had the most fans by far. I'm saying over 90% of fans were for loss. They did not expect the loss to win. That is a bad combination. Like they're like, oh yeah, 90% of it. Like they bought the merchandise, they sat there, they watched. They did not expect their guys to win.
All right.
That is not a good sign. That
And
is
then,
not a good sign. When 90% of your crowd feels like Chicago Cubs fans, you got to turn that shit around. And I love Dragon Gate and I love Loss, and this just has two things. I am a Team Chaos guy through and through, but I live in reality. I go to these events. There is loss 95% of the time. Go ahead, Booms.
I was going to say, you've been a booker before, and I know sometimes you just can't give everybody what they want right then and there. You got to, play along a little bit, try to make some money here, and it's timing. Like you say, timing is everything. But as a booker, how long do you have to play keep away before before you risk the fans going, you know what, fuck it, they're just not going to fucking win it. I don't give a shit. I'm not coming back.
Honestly, I think it's too late. Their last ditch effort, Loss has to have amazing Wrestle Kingdom. Because I have the feeling of being there live that these fans have they're like, the t-shirts are awesome, the wrestlers are awesome. Our guy's not going to win. And that's bad. That's bad when you have a small percentage of people like that. That's horrible. Yeah, their time has been way overdone. And it's one of those things, it might be one of those things where it's too late. It really might be too late. They might have waited. Because here's the thing, I sat with nothing but Lost fans, and I was talking shit because I was the only one there. Not talking shit like American style, but Japanese style. Like, oh, Rainmaker, Okada, Team Chaos, Talking shit in Japan's a lot different than talking shit in America. They just were like, yeah, dude, we're not going to win. Like, it wasn't even fun. I was the only Okada fan there, and I'm like, yeah, Okada. Yeah, he's going to win. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like the only Okada fan here. Look, you guys dominate. And then it just hit me. They fucked up. When, you know what I mean? Like, it would like be going to a Madison Square Garden and it'd be like, the fucking Rangers are going to lose anyway, but we're here to support them. That's the atmosphere. And it's not good. And maybe it's their clothes are way cooler because Okada has some shit clothes. Okada, I love you, man, but you got some shit clothes compared to the Loss. I don't know the situation, but they have to do great at this Wrestle Kingdom. And not only that, but with Naito's promos in the Japanese media, the promos are starting to be like, I'm paraphrasing here, but this is the feel. That's fucking ridiculous. What's the fucking point? And it's not the fucking character anymore. It's kind of like it's gone too far. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'm a Japanese wrestler, fucking loyal to the company and selling the most merchandise. I'm not going to fucking win. Like, that's the feel. That, you know what I mean? And there could be a part where it's like, oh, I'm fucking chill the fuck out or whatever the fuck they say in Spanish. But it's gone too far. Loss has to do good or your whole company. You Dolph Ziggler, your whole company. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I live here. Their merch is fucking everywhere. They are the most popular by far, and Naito is the leader, and he's the most popular. Let me put it this way. All those fans are buying merch, and all those fans know he can't win. And that's going to run out. Eventually, that's going to run out. So, because the thing is, they're not even passionate. Like, it would be different if it was like, yeah, Naito's got a chance. They're like, yeah, there's Naito. He's going to fucking lose. Hey, and like, it's a shitty atmosphere. So there you go. Booms, You want to go to the next match? You want to drop some live comments? There's only
No,
3.
nah, yeah, let's just keep going here. We'll get to
All
the
right.
comments in just a second here. Next, we have a match for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. We have the champion Tomohiro Ishii taking on Zack Sabre Jr. I'm about 95% hyped for this match here because it's just a complete total match of opposites. Neither guy has really faced an opponent like the other one. I mean, you have Tomohiro Ishii. He's like a grounded pound. He's called the Stone Pitbull for a reason. This guy will beat you up, pound you down. Zack Sabre Jr. is a submission master. It's like Tommy Hero. Yeah, he can beat people up, but can he get out of a submission hold? Can he get out of napalm death? Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, he can lock you in various submission holds, transition seamlessly, but can you basically beat like a living dumpster? I mean, this guy is huge. Zack Sabre's never really wrestled a guy like this before in this type of environment. Same thing with Tomohiro. This isn't like, Suzuki or Makabe where they're just going to go head to head with each other, start throwing punches. No, he's going to have to watch out for a submission because if he sticks something out there, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to try to snap it off. So it's just kind of like something's got to give here, and I'm interested to see which is going to give.
I am 90 to 100% excited for this match. A, it's awesome for British wrestling. B, it's awesome for the event because it feels like a world event. I am really excited. To me, this is a Wrestle Kingdom of home runs and what the fucks.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a home run. I will be rooting for Ishii. I think he will win, but I'm very excited to see what happens. I am worried though, because sometimes when another title comes in, they have a tradition of shitting the bed just because people don't seem to care about it. I hope that's not the
Mm-hmm.
situation here. But I am, as a fan, personally very excited to see it.
All right, next here we have, guess what? Surprise, surprise, a three-way, this time for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. We have the champions, the Gorillas of Destiny, versus the Los Ingobernables de Japan, being represented by Evil and Sonata, who, by the way, just won the World Tag League, and the Young Bucks. I'm about 50% hyped for this match. The complaint I have with this one is the same complaint I had with the other tag match. Why is this being made into a three-way? The Gorillas of Destiny and LIJ, they went through the tournament. Los Ingobernables, back-to-back champions of that, back-to-back winner of that tournament. And then the Young Bucks just kind of pop up at the finals and go, well, we've taken the month off here from New Japan, and you know what? We never got our tag team title rematch, so you know what?
Which
We'd like to.
I got to quote something from Wrestler Ranting. That's a
Mhm.
WWF. That's a WWE rule. I don't think that's a New Japan
Yeah,
rule.
yeah, I think I would agree with that too. You know, I'm sorry, I love the Young Bucks, I love the Elite, but I just don't think they belong in this match. I mean, storyline wise, these guys were part of a tournament. They went through it for about a month. These two made it to the championship match. Lij got the win. They beat the champion, so therefore, I feel like they should get a one-on-one match for the championships. Now, you could have had the Young Bucks. They could have saved the whole segment by having the Young Bucks go out there and say, okay, we'll challenge the winner of your match at Wrestle. Whoever wins the match between you two, we want to be the first ones to challenge whoever comes out, winning at New Year's Dash or New Beginnings or wherever. I think you could have done that and got away with it, and everything would have been fine. But I just don't like this idea of a three-way just because. And not only that, I mean, it would have been better if it was like a three-way, if there was like another team in the tournament. Hey, we got gypped. I really felt like, we should have won that. It should have been us in this match here. And then there's some yam back and forth, and maybe I could have let it slide. But this, I just can't. I think this was just the sake of just getting the Young Bucks on the card, which I think is sad because I feel like a lot of the Elite, could be on here, but they just kind of decided to shoehorn them in here, or really didn't plan things out well. So again, I'm not very hyped about this match.
Yeah, I love the Young Bucks. I love the Young Bucks with all my heart. I find them to be entertaining. I find them to be like, if the internet and pro wrestling nerds had a kids, they would be the twin Young Bucks. Everything about them is awesome. They shouldn't be here. It's
Mhm.
just fucking ridiculous. Um, the Young Bucks, there's no way they can win this. Because the thing is, Bullet Clubs are dying, Loss is dying, and you have to keep, like, just business wise, you have to keep the t-shirt making machine going. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And with the elite rumors, I don't know. I'm thinking it's Loss. Um, I don't even know if I'm not excited for this. I just hope it's good in the ring. That's it. Like, pumped up wise. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think it'll be a good match. But I'm just saying, on paper, I just don't see how the Young Buck. I just don't see how you fit the Young Bucks into this.
yeah. I don't know. I love the Young Bucks too. I never thought I'd be like, oh, well, you need less Young Bucks. Never thought
Yeah.
those words would come out of my mouth, but yeah. Because not only that, but you made the tag tournaments, let's be honest, feel like the most worthless tournaments. And now you're just cementing the fact that they're worthless. You know what I mean? Like, hey, our weakest tournaments that are kind of fucking worthless and just, there because fuck, we have to fill up dates. Well, we made it even more worthless, So
Yeah, we put a team that wasn't even in the tournament in a championship match at Wrestle Kingdom.
yeah, to me, it's bullshit. And I'm rooting for Loss, not even because I like Loss. It's just those fucking fans deserve something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They just fucking deserve something. All right. Next match, Booms.
Next match is for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. You have the champion, Cody Rhodes, taking on the former champion, Juice Robinson. I'm about 70% hyped for this match. I just want to see Juice Robinson finally get that big win on the big stage. I mean, that's just where I'm at. You look at the story of Juice Robinson, you look at Cody Rhodes. Both of them have had pretty good years. I just I think it's time. I think it's time to pull the trigger on Juice Robinson and make him a star, because I think he can go. I think he can cut the promos. He can move the merchandise. I think he's got all the elements are there for just a mega star. I just think they need to pull the trigger on him.
I'm 80 to 90% excited for this match. I'm noticing the one-on-one matches we're a lot more excited for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 80, 90% excited. I'll be rooting for Cody, but Juice Robinson totally deserves to win. He's I don't know how he is in America, but in Japan he's over. You know what I mean? And none of that, but he just had the balls to leave the WWE machine to take a chance. Uh, uh, I I love the Juice Robinson story, and none of that, but he's over. But can I spill the deepest, darkest secret of going to New Japan Live? Booms, you ready to break the fucking internet?
Yes, let's work the internet.
Juice Robinson, when he comes out, does the most adorable thing ever. Picks a kid in the crowd and gives him his whole outfit, and it looks fucking adorable. And when the cameras ain't around, fucking security comes by and collects it from the kid. That's bullshit, New
I
Japan.
knew that.
That's
Yeah, I saw that.
bullshit. Like, I was just like, because, like, the thing is, I was worked. I didn't think you were a bunch of fucking scumbags. I'm sitting there with Bear Friend. We're in Kawasaki. We're having a good time. I'm fucking like hanging out with a fucking 9,000 other Lost members, even though I'm Team Chaos. I'm
Mhm.
fucking looking and I'm like, oh, that's fucking adorable. Look at that. They gave him shit. And then he gets in the ring. I'm like, good for him. And I was like, that are they taking the fucking shit from the kid? They were taking the shit from the kid, Booms. It's bullshit, I tell you. Let the kids keep their shit. There, I said it. You know what? I know pride fucking fell apart for breaking news. I know that stuff you love, but I am a reporter. And when I see, I'm not a reporter at all. I am a reporter. And when I see something is wrong, see something, say
You know
something.
what? You
Boom.
know what
I
I
see
would
it with
do?
my own eyes, and I'm saying something on a podcast to six people.
You know what I would do if it was
I would
just
have,
me, and when I was doing, obviously he can't give everything away, and he can't, let the fans have his ring gear. But I mean, they get that moment to put it on. I would just have like a deal where I would just tell the young lions, okay, yeah, when you go to get my sunglasses back, when you go to get my hat back, just say what's your t-shirt size? Go to the merch thing and go bring one of my t-shirts, whatever size they need. And that's what I would do. Just be like a trade-off. Be like, can I have the sunglasses back? Okay, thank you. Here's a t-shirt. And just trade. That's what I would do if it was just me.
Hashtag, I didn't see any of that happen. I'm just calling like him. I feel like Jameson from Spider-Man. I need pictures of the Spider-Man. I need pictures of Juice Robinson ripping off little kids. Be ashamed of yourself. With that said, he deserves to win. But Jesus Christ, all I know is if that motherfucker gives a kid shit and I'm like within range, that kid's keeping it. I'm like, you know what? Some things are worth getting punched in the face, being embarrassed, and thrown out of the Tokyo Dome. And I think that's one reason. I haven't been thrown out of the Tokyo Dome since I threatened to beat someone up because they were fucking heckling an old lady. It was a Naito fan, too. Did I ever tell you that story?
No, you never did.
Naito was a face. He was going against AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom, and his lady, old lady, had to be at least 476 years old, was screaming her fucking brains out for Naito. And even when Naito lost, she cried. So it was really awesome. And some fucking Japanese fucking goofball was like calling her an old cunt in Japanese. And I was like, let her have fucking fun. And he's like, why? Do you love the old cunt? And before he could say old cunt in Japanese, he got a fist in the face. So, I don't want to get beat up at Wrestle Kingdom again, Booms. Security's rough, and I'm getting older and older. Booms, you got to be my security, all right? When I punch someone in the face, you got to make sure security doesn't beat me up. Actually, they were really cool. They just came by like, did you punch that guy in the face? And I was like, yeah, why? And they're like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know. I don't know where this story is
basically, you need me to be your Jiminy Cricket.
Exactly. Like, don't punch him in the face. Do not, dear pro wrestlers, I know it's a work and being a fucking piece of shit is your job. At least that's what you fucking pretend. You're really just pieces of shit. Don't give a kid something and take it away. The fuck is this? Little Orphan Annie? Get your shit together, New Japan. Get your shit together. We just lost 97 subscribers because you can't talk bad about New Japan, obviously. But I'm rooting for Juice Robinson, even though I love Cody Rhodes more than a straight match.
I kind of wish they would make this a ladder match just to kind of spice things up, but they're still having the match, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right, next here is a match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. I'm about 100% hyped for this match. It's Kushida, the champion, defending against Taiji Ishimura. Holy shit, on paper, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this.
I mean, you got arguably the best junior heavyweight this company has ever had taking on this guy. I mean, he was a free agent. They brought him on this year. The guy's in phenomenal shape. The guy can fucking fly. He came arguably within a fucking eyelash of winning the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. Oh, my God, this is going to be fucking awesome. Buckle your fucking seatbelts, kids. This match is going to be worth the price of admission alone.
I can't top what Boom said. I agree. So yeah, who's your prediction?
I think they're going to go with. I think they're going with Ishimura. Yes, they're definitely a lot of pain.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ishimura too. So there you go. We'll be going to your live comments in a little bit. Someone's mentioned me on. We're not going to live comments enough through social media. I love how they're like, "Can I go to live comments? Let's hit them up on the Twitter machine." All right, Booms.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next match.
Next match here. This is, it's not any type of match. I'm just going to call it a grudge match because it's what it is. You have Switchblade Jay White versus Kazuchika Okada. I'm about 85-90% hyped for this match. I just don't think it's going to be as straightforward and simple as we think. Remember, Switchblade said that he has a mole inside Chaos. I think this is where the mole is going to be revealed. I think Jay White may actually walk away with the win on this one. But I think revenge is always a good storyline, and just to finally get that catharsis of finally beating down that scumbag who's been riding you all fucking year, who's been a thorn in your side all fucking year. Whew, this is gonna be close. Coco, I'm one of the people. I feel like I'm one of like 12 people left on the planet who actually don't shit on Jay White. I actually think he's a pretty decent wrestler, especially for the level that he's at right now. And I think he's got a pretty good character, and I think he's really gotten into that character. He's really hit his stride with it. But there's a lot of people who just disagree with me. They think he's trying too hard. They think it's just he's not a good wrestler. But I honestly just don't see where the disconnect is. But then again, I could be putting on blinders. So Coco, looking at this, what is your hype? What is your hype for this? And what is your assessment? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. First off, I'm going to give you the first lead Corso in a really long time. Not so fast, my fellow friend. I was on your board with you about the cruiserweight thing. Booms, for the record, how straight up gay am I for Okada?
You are very much. You've got Okada pajamas, an Okada blow up doll, an Okada action figure, posters of Okada, a book signed by Okada. Hell, he didn't even fucking write it, not even mention it. He just signed it. He's got a book of Okada.
Listen. I love Okada more than a straight man should. Bear friend in the other room knows how much I love Okada. She's like, "Well, who'd you choose between me or Okada?" I'm like, don't ask me tough questions. I love Okada. It's probably the biggest fanboy you can be.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. With that said, worst Wrestle Kingdom match he's ever been in. Calling it now. I don't give a shit about this fucking match times a billion. This is why I don't give a shit about this match times a billion. If Okada wins, this is my reaction. If Okada loses, this is an Okada match. Granted, I was asked in Kawasaki to keep it down at a pro wrestling event because I was marking out for Okada too much. I screamed Rainmaker, and one of my old friends went, "Oh, Dave's here," and texted me. But, oh shit, Dave's here. That's how fucking loud I screamed Rainmaker at the Kawasaki show. I don't give a fuck about this match. Okay, I don't give a fuck about the rest. I almost, because of this match, didn't buy Wrestle Kingdom tickets.
Well, is it because you're disappointed with what they're doing with Okada, or you just not like Jay White?
The whole thing. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get emotional. So, Booms, you might have to cut me off. One, I don't hate Jay White. He's just nowhere near talented to be in that spot. I was like, oh, he shouldn't have gone against Tanahashi last year. Oh, wait, they tried. They failed. And then like, oh, okay. You didn't think it was a good match? Why don't we give him Okada? Okada, what's his fucking gimmick? He's sad? I don't know. He's got fucking balloons. What the fuck is going on? I don't give a fuck at the highest level. And I'm the guy that fucking streams to nobody on Koco Plays as Okada almost every night. I don't give a fuck. I don't. If Okada wins, I'll be like, well, that was a waste of a fucking match. If Okada loses, I am mentally preparing myself not to give a fuck. It might be the first Okada match where I might just go fucking shopping. I might be, hey, dude, fuck it, I'm at Wrestle Kingdom. Let me beat the lines. I've never been more disappointed ever in a matchup. And here's the thing. I could be proved wrong. I wasn't proved wrong at last Wrestle Kingdom. If you thought that was a great match, you're an idiot. And I know that's harsh. I know you're not supposed to say that. I know we live in a politically correct fucking world, but I know what it is. I don't think he's that bad. He's just not Wrestle Kingdom single matches ready at all.
Okay. Well, what does he need to be single matches, Wrestle Kingdom ready? What more does he need?
5 more years and improvement.
Okay, such as what does he need to improve
on? He has to be a better wrestler. You know what it is? It's like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Come on, he's not that bad.
Oh, he's worse than that. He's a quarterback that has all the fucking hype, but can't fucking win. And you're like, well, why can we start the second string quarterback? That's what he is. He's a fucking, you know what he is? Let's go old school. Remember Johnson and Doug Flutie? He's Johnson. He's given everything, but motherfucker, you ain't winning unless you put in Doug Flutie. He's no fucking Doug Flutie. That's it. You have no idea how hard it is to say this, honestly, and how disappointing it is. I am going to Wrestle Kingdom. the biggest Okada fanboy in the fucking world. Openly, by the way. Like, how many times have we started a video where we talked about Okada and I openly say I'm a huge fanboy? Just because you have to put it out, you put your cards on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I am not interested in this at all. Like, oh, someone's going to betray us in chaos. Who gives a fuck? Chaos? What the fuck is chaos? It's Okada and a fucking 3 other idiots. What the fuck? There's no Nakamura. Get the fuck. Oh, someone's going to betray him. Who gives a shit? And I swear to fucking Christ, if he comes out with balloons, just, booms, I'm having a midlife crisis. You know, life is good when Okada's match at Wrestle Kingdom is the most stressful thing in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Booms, is there a word for the lowest amount of disappointment ever? That's the word I want to use right now. I like to say maybe Ryan Leaf. Yeah, I'm going to go Ryan Leaf.
No, Johnny Manziel.
All right, Johnny Manziel. I am Johnny Manziel about this match. I don't know what they can do to save it. Like, he just doesn't have a match. That's it. Okada is not on Wrestle Kingdom. That's what I'm mentally preparing myself for. He's not on Wrestle Kingdom.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. You may be right. You may be wrong. You may be a little bit of both.
I pray to baby Jesus and Terry Funk that I'm wrong. But, and going into this, I don't give a fuck. Like, if they canceled Booms, legit, if they canceled Booms, you know my love of it. I want you to vouch for me just in case there's a new viewer. My love of Wrestle Kingdom and my love of Okada. You know how fucking strong that love is. With that said, if they canceled this match, I think it would improve the card.
Really?
I'd rather Okada not be on the card than this.
All right. Well, you ready for the next one?
Yep, let's go. Then we got to go to some live comments.
All right, next one here is...
Or whenever the main event is. Is there a main event yet?
Yeah, we're coming up on the last 2 matches here.
All right, let's do it.
All right, this is for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. You have the champion, Chris Jericho, versus the challenger, Tetsuya Naito.
Naito.
100% hype for this match. Jericho... Wow. I mean, that's all you need to say is look at the fucking names on the marquee right there. I mean, that's worth it. I mean, it's going to be a good match.
I agree with you 146%. I enjoy it a lot. Naito has to win. It just, here's the thing. I'm a chaos guy. Booms. What do you have a favorite faction? I imagine Bullet Club.
I like the Elite. Yeah.
All right. So the Elite. You're an Elite guy. I'm a chaos guy. But there's a part of you, if Lost doesn't do good at this Wrestle Kingdom, do you not feel bad for their fandom?
Yeah, I do. I do feel bad for their fan base if they don't. If they win 2 out of 3, I still think it's going to be a good night. If they win 1 out of 3, maybe. But if they lose, like they go like 0 for 3, ooh, I'm going to feel like super bad for them.
I'm going to call it right now. They have to sweep. They're going to go 3-0. They have to, just because those fans are buying the merch. Those fans are going to the show. Reward the Japanese fan base. And not all that, but I don't live in America. I just know about it through social media. Booms, you there, New Japan fans. I think the Lost fans, even out of Japan, are fucking passionate. I'd say Lost sweep. Are they passionate, Booms?
Oh, they're very passionate.
All right. I'm saying Naito, but I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, there's a part of me that thinks Chris Jericho is going to retain this championship because I think he may wrestle some other people. I mean, they may just do that just to keep him in the company, to keep him wrestling. Maybe, I'm not saying long, but maybe keep him wrestling into the spring.
Can we have a hashtag then? If Jericho beats Naito, can we have hashtag hug a loss? Like, you just got to find a Lost fan and hug him and be like, dude, I feel your pain, brother.
Yes,
I feel your pain.
I like that hashtag already.
Hashtag hug a loss. That's it. I'm a chaos guy. He's an Elite guy. I think we can come together and say we need to hug them if they lose.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I will hug. If you're a Los fan, just come up to me. You see me. You see me out here in Virginia. You go like Booms. I'm a Los fan. I'll be like, come here, bro. I'll give you the bro hug.
Yeah, it's got a bro hug. And here's the
I'm,
thing. I love Chris Jericho. Lost deserves this. The fans deserve this. So there you go. All right, main event time.
Main event time. The winner of the G1 Climax, Hiroshi Tanahashi, taking on the best bout machine and IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega. 110% hyped. This is going to be fucking awesome.
Ooh, this is gonna be very unpopular. Match wise, I am 92% hyped for the in-ring match. Storyline wise, 23% hyped. Here's the thing. Before the elite rumors came out of Jacksonville Jaguars fucking buying the moon and running an elite planet, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on the internet rumors. But anyway, before the elite rumors as far as starting their own promotion with the Jaguars, before those rumors, I was like, Kenny Omega has to win. If Tanahashi wins, it's such a fucking waste. You know what I mean? Like, but then now the elite rumors, I'm like, oh, fuck, Tanahashi has to win. I'm like, oh, fuck, Tanahashi has to win. Here's the thing, Booms. I can save this. Can I put on the booking cap? This might not be my original idea because I've heard it rumblings in Japanese sports bars, okay? Japanese pro wrestling bars, I heard it. So this might not be my idea, but I'm going to hijack it, okay? I'm going to pretend it's my idea, or I'm going to take credit for it on this show. If Tanahashi wins, turns heel, joins Bullet Club. First off, saves Tanahashi because, let's be honest, after this comeback story, he's got nothing. 2, you got to sell those Bullet Club merch. And how fucking great. That would be like Hulk Hogan, NWO. I think Tanahashi's going to win. And the whole time after he wins, I'm going to be crossing my fingers and be like, Bullet Club, Bullet Club, Bullet Club, Bullet Club. That's the only way you storyline wise. This match is obviously going to be great. You have 2 of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So I don't want to knock their in-ring abilities at all. Storyline wise, I'm crossing my fingers. He joins Bullet Club. Booms, your thoughts, and I'm going to go to live comments after your thoughts, sir.
It's going to be a hellacious match. I just hope. I think how the outcome comes out is going to determine. We'll find out what Kenny Omega's contract status is. If he wins, he's re-signed with New Japan. He's going to go with them for at least another year. If he loses, that means his agency's coming up, and he is going to maybe either explore WWE, or he is going to join All Elite, or he's going to go the Kota Ibushi route and just be a freelancer. We're going to find that out on January 4th. But either way around, I expect one hell of a match.
All right, Booms. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
I can't read the comments and see when you want to talk, so please be rude and cut me off, a.k.a. Polar Dave Coco.
Okay.
All right. Sorry I'm so zoomed in. I'm using my laptop. I'm not very attractive. The farther the camera, the better. The card looks good, but I'm hoping Suzuki will get on the card. I agree. New Beginning is coming to the U.S. Yep. What is Onita comes out? His great Nita gimmick. Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Ibushi versus Ospreay are the matches I'm going to look forward to the most. I agree with that, Zach Rowe. These are by Zach Rowe and Heavy J so far. I understand they wanted the Bucks on the card, but I would prefer they put them in a separate match. I agree. This is supposed to be LIG's opportunity. The Bucks want the rematch. They should wait their turn. I think we agree with that 100%. Zach also goes on. Anyone else for the Bucks, and I would have been fine with it. All right. Am I the only one that really wanted KES to win the tag title league? No, I did too, to be honest. Did you watch the Global League? Is it Tag League? Is Global League? Is it World Tag League? Global League. What is Global League?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna say maybe. I don't know. Looking forward to Ibushi versus Ospreay. Hope the match is given a good amount of time. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. Just really been busy, but hoping to unfuck my life. But that seems to be all my sense. Like I'm either doing nothing and depressed and I don't YouTube, or I'm doing too much and happy and don't YouTube. I got to make YouTube a bigger part of my life, Booms, because only good things happen on YouTube. Juice had better win. He's got so much potential. It's just up to New Japan to give him the chance. I'm going with Ishimori. These are all from Rick 1982 and Zach Rowe. I think Switchblade gets the win. I don't even give a fuck. Booms. I'm rooting for cancel the match. Can my prediction be cancel the match?
Well, that ain't gonna happen. But yeah,
Could I hashtag cancel the match? But I'm gonna be all in Okada. I'm gonna be on all Okada gear, rooting for him. I'm gonna feel like such a fucking idiot. I think Switchblade is doing real well. I think he's got potential. Potential, yes. But potential doesn't mean you should be fucking going against Tanahashi and Okada back to back in Wrestle Kingdoms. You know what I mean? The feud that just doesn't interest me. I just want to see this Bullet Club Chaos storyline come to an end. I think they'll just have a decent match, though. I think it's time Jay White will be on that level. Naito wins. I just can't see it going any other way. I'm undecided about the main. I don't see Omega leaving New Japan, but I'm sure which way they're going to go with the championship. Omega wins. Tanahashi joins Bullet Club, New Year's Dash, and attacks Jericho. All right, Heavy J, give yourself a Barry Horowitz because that's fucking awesome. Omega wins. Tanahashi joins Bullet Club, and on New Year's Day. Oh, shit, that's good. That's good. Heavy J, can you fucking please book New Japan? And Zach Rowe, Noah's Global League. Oh, no. I've been a bit of a. I apologize. I don't know. I should be apologizing, but it's just I feel guilty. I've been a pro wrestling snob. If it's not an NXT pay-per-view, Lucha Underground, or New Japan, I kind of not been watching it. Maybe next year I'll watch more, but the days of me watching everything, I just don't have time. I'm sorry. But I heard it's good. That's why basically LK came back on, because LK watches a lot more Japanese pro wrestling. Most Japanese wrestling I watch is New Japan or live. Yeah, you know what I mean? And when you go live, you kind of don't know the storylines. You're just there to enjoy the event. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I wish more people cared about Noah. For the record, I used to love Noah. I do care about Noah. It's not a disrespect to Noah. It's just I legit am working 3 jobs, and it's a time thing. So I don't know if that's a good answer. It's an honest answer. You know what I mean? Booms, I know you're crazy busy. Are you a wrestling snob like me? Like you only pick your favorites, or are you a little bit more experimental? You're like, I'll try a finger in the butt tonight, honey.
Wow, you went one way, then you sucker punched me from another angle there. But
Yeah.
when it comes to wrestling, I've been venturing out a little bit more. I've been watching a little bit of Major League Wrestling as of late, so I will venture out there and see some good stuff. The only thing that I'm not watching right now, and this is by intention, is I'm not watching WWE right now. Period.
Yeah, it's rough. All right, so overall question of the day before we go to the next topics. Question of the day in the chat, percentage-wise. Be honest. Don't be like those fucking fucks on Reddit where everything's awesome. Be honest. Look deep into your soul, into your Captain America heart. How excited are you for Wrestle Kingdom? The single matches have been saving this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Booms.
I'd say about 95 to 100% hyped over this. I'm not going to miss it.
See,
I'm going to go check it out.
I'm 77% excited.
You're going.
I'm going. Dude, I don't think it's improved a lot. But a couple months ago when I bought the tickets, especially because the thing is the fucking douchebag versus Okada match wasn't announced, but it was strongly hinted at. Like you could tell that was going to be the match.
Mm-hmm.
I was really thinking about not buying tickets. I hope I'm proved wrong. I really am. But it's just sad Okada doesn't have a match this Wrestle Kingdom. I'll still be there to support you through and through. I love you, Okada, but Jesus Christ, get better opponents, brother. This ain't a knock on Jay White or who is that even who he's fucking wrestling? I don't even know.
Yes.
Random fucking white guy in leather jacket, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know. There's like 76 of you on the fucking Japanese indie scene. I don't know who the fuck you are. Random white guy in a fucking leather jacket. Go fuck yourself. All right?
Mhm.
Killer Elite Squad, I think, deserve to do better, though.
Yeah.
I don't know where that
Real
came from.
quick, I just want to give everybody a heads up as far as Wrestle Kingdom goes. Of course, that's going to be January 4th in the Tokyo Dome. If you can't make it, obviously, which more likely you can't unless you're Dave Koco and have $150 fucking tickets, you can watch it on New Japan World. I believe Fight is going to will also have it available on pay-per-view. AXS will air part of that show later that night, I think like 8 o'clock Eastern that night, if you want to catch it that way, and that'll feature obviously English commentary. But if you want to watch it live, as it happens, you're going to have to get a subscription to New Japan World, which will cost you 999 yen, which is about roughly $8.75 American. It's going to start at 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific time. Now, if you do not currently have a subscription to New Japan World, here's what I would advise you to do.
Boom, boom. Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you off. I'm going to go tinkle. Can you just run with this for a bit?
Yeah, I didn't need to know that, but yeah, I was going to run with this anyway.
All right. I got important business work to do.
Oh, goddamn. All right. So if you're not currently subscribed to New Japan World, here's what I would do if I were you. I would wait until at least New Year's Day to subscribe. The reason why I say this is because you get charged, say you joined New Japan World right now, you would get charged, your credit card or whatever payment option you have would get charged right now. And then you would turn around and get charged on December 31st, because while the subscriptions go, like while everything clicks over, it clicks over on the first of the month over in Japan. So it'd be like the last day of the month here. So let's just say if you subscribe on New Year's Eve or, right after Christmas or something, you would pay for a month subscription there, and then you would turn around and get paid and have to pay another month subscription. So with the tag league being over, and unless you want to watch that whole tournament or you want to go back, look through their archives, I would just say wait till January 1st when the first of the month rolls over. Go ahead and subscribe so that way you're not paying 2 times for the New Japan World subscription. Now, you could go the Fight route, but the Fight route's going to charge you at least, I think, $30, maybe a little bit more for that. Whereas, you can pay about let's just round it up, $9 American to watch it, and then cancel your subscription immediately. AXS, they're going to air it for free on TV, but they're going to air it in installments. I think they're going to air it over a course of 3 weekends. So the first night, I think they'll do the first hour, then the second hour, third. I think, about 3-4 weekends they'll go through it that way. So if you want to see the whole thing, I would just say just pony up and get you a subscription to New Japan World. But that's just my opinion.
All right. Thank you, Boom Boom. Zach Rose says he's 75 to 80% excited for Wrestle Kingdom. Heavy J says 70% for the matches, 100% for Wrestle Kingdom. I think I'm with Heavy J on that one. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? So hopefully it can deliver. All right, Booms. Can I drive the bus for this next story? And we're gonna speed these stories up a little bit. Here's a shock. Me and Boom Boom talking about New Japan Wrestle Kingdom went over. Did you see that one happening, Boom Boom?
No.
All right. So I'm a huge New Japan fan, and I'm a huge XFL fan. And I love these things so much for so long. But with that said, one of them took off and one of them didn't. They listed off the cities, and I'm really excited about it. First off, the XFL, I loved. There, I said it. If loving the XFL is wrong, I don't want to be right. Second off, I hope it does good because I love American football. A, Tampa Bay has a team. All right. B, they're not using the old XFL teams. By the way, best franchises ever. Las Vegas Outlaws, New York, New Jersey Hitmen, Orlando Rage. Do you know I went to more XFL games than probably any human being alive? I actually think I went to they only went out for one season. I went to 4 different cities to see the XFL. Oh man, I love the XFL. All right, here's the cities: Tampa Bay, Washington, New York, which really is New Jersey. Fuck faces. That's New Jersey. That is New Jersey. Boom, boom. Tell them it's New Jersey.
It's Jersey. They're
St. Louis,
playing the MetLife Stadium.
Dallas, Houston, Seattle, Los Angeles. No, it sucks. When the XFL was around, the Alabama team was the most successful in the media, local media. You guys loved your team and they're not coming back. That was kind of shitty. I was expecting more smaller cities. Just one request. Please, boom, boom. Can the Tampa Bay team be named after the soccer team? The Tampa Bay Mutiny is by far the coolest fucking name ever for a team. All right, there. I put it in. Hashtag Tampa Bay Mutiny. With that said, Booms, how excited are you for the XFL? Are you sad Alabama or wherever the fuck you are, the South, it doesn't have a team? And do you think these markets are too big?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of sad the Birmingham Bolts won't return. The reason why it was so popular down there, because football is a huge run for them. We don't have the NFL where we're at. College football is all the rage, obviously, because, we've got a couple of really great college teams there. And plus, the NFL I never really got into growing up because when I was growing up, we didn't have Tennessee. The Titans were still the Oilers down in Houston. The nearest teams we had were, let's see, Atlanta and the Falcons, and they were never really were that good. The New Orleans Saints, and at that time they really weren't all that good. And then places like Tampa Bay, Miami, that was too far. Carolina didn't have an expansion team yet. Jacksonville didn't have an expansion team yet. So it was just kind of like a desert where we were at. So when we finally got and one of the things that helped us with the Bolts was they picked up Jay Barker as the quarterback, and of course he was on the University of Alabama's 1992 national championship team. So that got a lot of other people emotionally invested because here was a guy that they pulled for all the way to the national championship. And then now they're going to see him take the next level, go to the pros in the XFL. That helped out. And then, of course, everything folded after a year. But as far as the 8 cities that they've picked, it makes complete total sense. All of these are within, I'd say, the top 10, 15 biggest television markets in the United States. Makes sense because you want the opportunity to put a lot of eyeballs on the product. And you can always expand it. I mean, right now you've got 8. You can always expand it to maybe 10 or 12, in the coming years, provided this is successful or not. And plus, it keeps it small, keeps the cost low, keeps everything affordable. Sorry. No, it just keeps it's hopefully I think they've learned from the debacle they had back in 2001. So, maybe things will work out a little bit. Now, there are some rule changes, Coco. I don't know if you know about or not.
No, I don't, sir. Go on.
Okay, there's going to be some, and I'm going to try to zip through them because I just don't want to get just completely bogged down here. It's going to be
No.
It's going to be a spring football league. It's going to take place, I think, the first weekend after the Super Bowl. So this will run. It'll run through this. They've been beta testing some of these. Some of the rule changes with community colleges out in Mississippi right now. I guess trying to refine some things. So here's some of the rule changes. Here are some of the differences. It's going to be like a contrast between them and the NFL. For one, there will be no fair catches. You do have to give the returner about 5 yards to recover and return the ball. That's a carryover. That's something the CFL does. You will not have a traditional extra point. So if you score a touchdown, you will not, you don't set up to kick a field goal to get like the extra point. You're going to have basically like a scrimmage. Now, what's going to happen is like if you want to go for an extra point, the ball will be placed on the 2-yard line. If you want to go for a 2-yard or for 2 points, the ball will be placed on the 5. And if you want to go for a 3-point attempt, the ball will be placed on the 15. That was something that was run over from the original XFL. Kickoffs, they're going to be tempted with
that's just too tricky. Why don't you just get rid of extra points in general?
That's it. But I mean, it does add a different element to the game. I mean, if you're down by 8, I mean, you can go for a 2-point conversion at the 5, or you can go, you know what, let's try to win the ball game and put the ball at the 15 and have one shot at it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does add some excitability. It lets you know that a team's not, let's face it, Coco. If you're looking at NFL, college football, what have you, if you know a team's up by like a little more than 7 points, like 8 or 9, there's a pretty good chance that team ahead's going to win. This at least gives the team from behind a shot at winning the ball game. We're going down under 2 minutes. They're down by 8. Okay, they just scored a touchdown. What are you going to do? You're going to go for the tie, put the ball at the 5, or you're going to put the ball at the 15 and go for it all right there. I mean, it gets the other team a fighting chance at winning it. So I mean, it just adds a little bit different level of it. Let's see, kickoffs. They're going to be separated only by 5 yards. Team's not allowed to cross until the neutral zone, until a returning team touches the ball. All players at the line of scrimmage will be eligible receivers, including the offensive line. They're testing a 1 yard wider neutral zone. That's something that's done in the CFL right now. One that kind of baffles me here is this is just a proposed rule. This is not set in stone, but there's one rule with the exception of the center. Nobody's going to be allowed to nobody on the offensive line will be allowed to put their hands on the ground. Like they couldn't do like basically they would outlaw the 3-point stance, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I feel bad for the sportscaster explaining the 1 point, 3 point, 5 point rules. You know what I mean? You know how many times they're gonna have to say that shit over and over and over. Yeah, I'm really excited for the XFL. I hope it does good. I love American football, and I watched the Kawasaki Wolfpack go Wolfpack. Sorry, Kawasaki. I call them the Wolfpack, but Kawasaki Frontiers. They're in the X Bowl, and if they win that, they go there. But they're doing really awesome, so they're in the championship game. And
some more changes here is outside of the 2-minute drill, the clock is going to run continuously, which I don't know how I feel about that. The play clock is going to be shorter. Like right now in the NFL and even college, you have 40 seconds on the play clock. They're going to shut this thing down anywhere. They're going to move it down anywhere between 25 and 30 seconds. And they're going to have basically add a referee. It's going to be a ball judge, and his sole job will be just speed up the placement of the ball to get the next play off.
Gotcha. So yeah, I don't know. I know. I imagine with the game being sped up, there's going to be a lot more interceptions. That's the way I see it, but I could be wrong.
I think the thing that got them last time was what they call bump and run coverage, because you had a lot of bump and run coverages where you could basically hit the receiver. Kind of, like I said, just bump the receiver. And that led to a lot of incomplete passes. And that slowed down the game, made things a lot more boring. So I would probably suggest maybe not doing that this time around, because nobody wants to see, some guy throw it, 30 yards down the field and the guy not even be there to catch it.
Yeah. So, Booms, it's getting late. You want to wrap it up after these last comments?
Yeah, let's wrap it up after this.
All right. How much would Dave mark out if the XFL introduced a team called the Tokyo Aces? Oh, I'd mark out beyond fucking belief. I actually tweeted they should put a team in Tokyo. I don't know. So, yeah. But, yeah, that would be awesome. Tokyo Aces. What do you think about that, boobs? Greatest fucking team name ever. Yeah. So, super excited. Hey, speaking of excited, Boom Boom, I'm going to let you plug stuff, but I play Coco Plays. It's me playing video games and cursing a lot. Who doesn't want to see me play video games while cursing? Booms never watches because he's a douchebag. But you can watch. And tonight I'll play as Okada versus anyone you want in the opponents. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Coco Plays. Check out KocoSports.net. Happy birthday, LK, and welcome back. Jerry's working on KocoSports. And our fucking lives are busy, but we're going to try to make this a priority. But we will fail you. But while we fail you, we will love you. Like, comment, subscribe. In the comments, tell me who you want me to wrestle. That's who I'll wrestle on Coco Plays.
Dave, what I love most about your Coco Play channels
is me cursing.
Well, not just you cursing, but just the sheer fucking idiocy of it and the redundancy. of it because it's like, oh, nobody subscribes to Coco Plays. Nobody watches me play on Coco Plays. And I'm like, there's Twitch. No, I don't know how to operate on that.
I don't want to go to
keep it on
Twitch.
Coco Play. I'm going to keep it on Coco Plays. I mean, this would be like Dave Coco playing the guitar. It's like, Coco, there's a nightclub right there, and they said they'll give you like $20 just to play, and other people can hear your music. You can sell your CDs. Maybe get some more fans, get some more gigs. No, it's okay, Booms. I'm fine playing out here on the street corner. I'm perfectly fine. I understand this. I get this. It's too complicated for me to go walk into the bar and go sit on a stage and play where people will actually listen to me and hear me. No, I'm just content to sit here on the corner, open up my guitar case, and hope somebody throws a fucking dollar in.
Well, and the worst part is I actually fucking kind of despise YouTube. It's just I've been here for so long. It's like I feel like YouTube is being in a marriage way too long. That's what it feels like. You're like, I'm here, but should I really be here? Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to PewDiePie too. Fuck T-Series. I don't know if anyone notices what fucking PewDiePie is. Dude, the best part is I have an assistant who's from India. And I was like, oh, you know about PewDiePie versus T-Series? And she's like, no. I was like, oh, I said, no. I said, do you know about T-Series? And she's like, yes, it's in the news. It's going to beat someone named Mr. Pie. And I was like, you know what? You're the greatest assistant ever. So subscribe to Mr. Pie. We can't let T-Series win. Booms, do you have anything you want to plug? Boomboomsandstockings.net. How's the site going?
Yeah. Well, actually, there's one thing I'd like to plug right now. It's we're about ready. It's that time of year again. We're about to say goodbye to 2018, welcome in 2019, and of course that means it's time for the annual Triforce Awards. We're arranging something, hopefully going to be this weekend. It'll be yours truly, Coco, and I heard even Sammy's going to make a cameo in this one. We're going to try to, keep this. We're going to hand out.
We'll have an invitation to LK and Wrestling Rant to anyone else. We'll just try because, I think me personally, this is the least prepared I am for the Triforce Awards ever. So I might, if we can find 3 other people, I'll just host it. So, invitations out. If you've ever been on the show before, invitations out. There you go.
Oh, we're looking at you, James Legend. We're looking at you,
shit.
Rob.
I love James Legend. He just fucking did it on something on Brawl. He had a show yesterday. Yeah, we should invite James Legend. I can't believe I forgot about my fucking good friend James Legend.
See, I know more about your friends than you do.
Yeah. Well, at my jobs, we are convinced that I am a goldfish. Like, if I haven't seen you within a month, you don't exist. And it's so funny because we're at work and someone will come in from another campus. Like, me and Dave are friends. And no, Dave acts friendly. He has no idea who the fuck you are. And they're like, no, that's bullshit. And then I have this one friend at work that's like, ask him what your name is. I'm like, I don't know your name. I was like, I thought we were good friends. I was like, how did you meet? I have no idea. If you are not in my life for 30 days, you do not exist. That's what happens when you get punched in the fucking face. All right?
Concussions.
You have to be in my life for 30 days, 30-day blocks. If not, I'm introducing myself again. I've been friends with Boom for 20 years. If he goes 30 days, I'm like, who are you? What's going on? We used to do radio together. I don't remember doing radio. All right, Booms. I love you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Happy Thanksgiving. We haven't done this in a while, man. Happy holidays. I think that's why you say happy holidays, because of concussions. Not because we're anti-baby Jesus, because we have concussions, and I haven't said happy holidays. Boom Boom missed Thanksgiving. There's so many holidays we missed, Booms. Booms, we got to do this more often.
Yes, we do.
Triforce Awards. Be there. Booms, did you plug it?
Yes, I did.
You want to wrap this up?
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And you can always get more here on KocoSports.com. That's KocoSports.com. It's your home for combat sports, where the world goes to kick ass, and most importantly, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Be sure to like, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And as Coco mentioned at the top of the show, LK back on the crew now, putting a lot of content out there, particularly with the world of mixed martial arts. So definitely worth a look. So be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because you never know when we're going to do one of these shows. No, really, you don't know when we're going to do these shows. We don't even know when we're going to do these shows. So just said that, just subscribe to us, hit the notification bell, going, holy shit, they're doing shows.
And people ask what the difference between Coco Plays is, LK show, and our show. Our show is more opinions and us just having fun and you guys joining the conversation. Coco Plays is me playing video games, badly cursing at it. And LK's is more of a news broadcast. So there you go. All three probably involve profanity. Booms, I love you, brother. With that, thank you, Internet Infantry. By the way, no one mentioned anything about Coco Plays. I don't know what's killed this show more, the XFL talk or Coco Plays. With that, I am over. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-na-na-na. Hey.